Tunde broke the news to my parents. They were torn between some sort of relief that at least they had heard from me, and yet an uncertainty about where I could have gone. They decided to cling to the false relief, and it seemed to set me free in a way, for I felt yet another pull, another drift, something tugging me in my spirit, carrying me away, giving me weight again. One night, far away in another state, I opened my eyes, on a dusty roadside, alone. There I was, standing solid, barefoot but whole. Not a ghost. Okay, maybe still one in a way, but now visible, physical, flesh. I raised my hand to my chest and felt my heart beat. It thundered like a drum. I touched my face. It was mine. Charlie's face. I didn't question it too much. The world had bent its rules for me. All I knew was that I had been given a second chance. It somehow is I, Charlie. I couldn't go back home. What would I tell them? I somehow just knew that confronting my parents or anyone I knew, anyone that knew me from before the accident, would fizzle out these shots at being alive again. So instead, I walked. I walked until I reached a small city where nobody knew me. That was where I met her. Her name was Amara. She ran a tiny bookshop at the corner of town beside the market. "Good afternoon. First time here?" she greeted me as I pretended to browse the shelves. Her voice was calm and her smile enchanting. "Yes," I said. "I just moved into town." "Welcome," she said, straightening some pile of books. "Most people come here for market wares, not books. It's nice to see someone different." I smiled back. "Different? Is that a compliment?" Her dimples flashed. "Maybe." We sort of resonated. I went back the next day, and the day after. Each time she had a story or a joke waiting. She laughed easily, her laughter ringing through the shop like a song. One evening she turned to me. "You don't talk much about yourself, Charlie. It's like you are hiding a whole other life." I swallowed, forcing a grin. "Maybe I am." I tried to make a joke out of her concern, diverting. Her eyes lingered on mine, curious, searching. Then she smiled softly. "Well, whoever you were before, you're not so bad now." The street light flickered above us as we walked side by side into the night. For the first time since the accident, I felt alive, not just in body, but in heart. Amara was beginning to see me, to trust me, to consider me, and I, reborn by a mystery I couldn't explain, was daring to step into another life. When I first arrived the city, I had nothing but the clothes on my back and the strange gift of being alive. I wandered the streets until I found the Face Me I Face You compound, where I paid for a room, grateful that the landlord didn't ask much questions. I had made some money earlier in the day carrying loads for traders at the market. The room was small, one window, one rusty bed frame, a thin mattress, but it was mine, a place to pretend that I was just another young man starting a life. Over the days, Amara and I grew closer. She still probed me once in a while about my past life, and I always evaded carefully. One evening while we were outside behind her house, it suddenly began to drizzle. Somehow the caress of our clothes to our bodies and the chill of the rain lit a fire of desire. Amara hugged me and we kissed, and then hurried inside, flinging our clothes to the floor.